You know, it could happen, man. You never know when you got a fist fight a contractor, dog, and he wants to pull out all the stops.
That's right. You got to be prepared for drywall.
Oh, you never know, man. And drywall's a gateway drug, man. I've always said that. If somebody's doing drywall, it's not long till they're doing pills usually or something, some kind of uppers. You ever notice that over time?
I mean, I don't think I'd have a problem with it. You know, I'm clean now. The only thing I mess with is sparkling water.
Yeah?
Sparkling water and drywall. Yeah.
There you go.
Cool if I pop open this liquid death.
Crack it open, man. Let's die together. Oh, yeah. Feels good, huh?
Yeah, cheers, brother.
Cheers, man. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, too. I've seen your work. Big fan. I've seen your stand-up. I saw that one time you did stand-up on mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. That was Joey Diaz started all of that. Because that's the thing about Joey Diaz. He's almost like if they had a construction worker video game.
Yeah.
And you had to get to the end and fight the big boss that's got all the drugs, all the drywall.
Yeah,
all the good plumbing, all the everything, you know, tremendous.
He's an interesting character, man. He reminds me a lot of guys from my hometown because I grew up over there in New York, New Jersey area. So I'm used to guys like that coming in the barbershop and just fucking batshit crazy.
Some real legends, I bet. I bet you've met a lot of, and I'm sitting here with Jeff Wittick.
Yeah.
And so our audience knows. And he is a YouTube personality, entertainer. I would say kind of an artist, kind of I'm trying to think of how I see you.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like I'm in the same realm as you, but like I feel like I'm the same age as you too. Sometimes I just wake up and I feel like I'm fucking. Not saying that you're that much older than me.
Yeah, but you feel older.
I feel older. Yeah, I feel like I'm fucking 1,000 years old sometimes.
Do you?
Like this week has just been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
You know?
What is it like? You feel it like in your spirit, or do you feel it like in your body? You mean, or like in your emotions? Like what do you?
I feel like I've lived like 1,000 different lives.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a great thing I would say about you. Yes, you seem like you lived 1,000 lives, man. Because I've always wanted to find a deceased body. I think a lot of people have.
That's a bucket list of mine. I see them every day, but I've never rolled up on one.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
That is. Why is that a bucket list thing for people?
I don't know, but it happens often. I had a guy cutting the grass at a rent house and found a body.
God. And did he get any intel, or he just got lucky?
No, he just got lucky. He was cutting grass, and boom, he found that body.
A lot of times, if you work and stay focused and you keep working towards, I mean, you know, it's better than some lazy dude who's doing nothing finding a body.
Right.
At least that guy's out there doing something.
Well, when that lazy person finds a body, you got to question, how'd you find this body?
True, right.
You know?
Yeah.
Animals, well, so if you die in a home that's locked with animals, those animals will eat you really fast, especially a cat. Dogs will hold out until they have nothing left to eat, but a cat will remove your head in 24 hours. And I'm talking literally hair on the floor, no head, and nibbling into their chest.
Even cats that were loved by their owners, or is it just cats that you think had something with the owner, and they're gonna say, "This is my time"?
Yeah, no, they're absolutely feeding on you. You know, I don't care how much you love that cat, and that cat loved you, he's gonna eat you. And, you know, sometimes we get to cases where there's, you can tell that the cat or dog had been nibbling. You know, it might be on the face or the cheek or so.
That's what I was going to say.
I said it, so.
But I was going to say
No, but I said it.
No, it's good. It's good. I just want to, I'm trying to understand the timeline of Theo Von. So
MTV.
We did. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that middle part.
Right.
When you first started in the come up. When, like my friend just said, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. I mean, what? So like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I got out of Louisiana. Well, I was going to school in Louisiana
For what?
for
Liberal arts.
urban planning. I'm urban planning.
You trying to like grow weed or something? What are you planting?
No, we design neighborhoods, dude. We design neighborhoods.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm urban planner, man.
Like if there was a sewer system that needed to be put into place under a playground, you'd be the guy for the job, or
I wouldn't do that. I could handle what the route the mailman should take. and like all kind of zone, like basic
Hey,
zoning.
but you never think about that shit.
Yeah.
No, I know.
You never
I
because
have
the
no
urban
idea.
planner. My man.
And please, can you fucking timestamp that high five and take it out? Dude, people will repent if they like. Children will repent to Satan. If they
All
see
the
that high
sledding
five.
in Nashville will stop. It'll come to a fucking quick halt.
The
dude.
snow
There will
will
be
melt.
an
The plants will
avalanche
die.
of male seed if people see that high five, man.
So the timeline
Praise
that
God,
I
brother.
have for you right now is childhood was growing up, rabies was a thing, $4 for a butthole look. You and your father had different views, but you made it work. You started designing ways for mailmans to get to the neighbor's house.
I could do it.
You could do it. And then what was that moment where you were like, yo, I could do this. I'm an entertainer. Where was this at?
Man, I don't know when you decide you become a stand-up comedian. I mean, I don't know.
So
I think it's when you're a kid, when you're like with the kids at lunch and you just. Well, the only thing that made me feel good, I know, I just didn't trust a lot of people when I was young, you know. So if people would laugh, then I knew when they were laughing that they had to like me. It was like that one moment where it was like, if they're there's no way they could be laughing and shaking and making this like joyous sound, and not and not like me at the same time. So that's why I needed it. I just needed to feel safe. So the only time I did, I think, was when people laughed. Not to make it kind of deep, but I think that's really what I
You're
think.
very deep. You throw on some subtle, deep thoughts, man.
I don't think it's
They're
subtle.
yeah,
they're
hidden.
What if
No,
I told you today, fucked you up bad, and told you that they were all laughing because they were out of fear? They were scared shitless of you, man. Like they didn't want any trouble.
Oh, really?
So they were like, he's really
Why
not
would you-
that fun.
why
But
would you
I
ruin
don't
this
want any
together?
shit with that guy, dude.
I like
No,
that.
I feel what you're saying. Laughter's so like indicative of like the true nature of how someone feels about you. You know, and so if
Right.
if
If
you're
you get them to laugh, then you have them. Then you're with them on a certain little space.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I started making people laugh when I was a kid.
Really?
It's because there was, you know, it's so funny. My teachers actually had to sit my mom down and tell her to tell me to stop making fun of myself. I would beat people to the punch. I was already funnier than the kids around me, so I was like, I could tell the joke that they're gonna make fun of me, but even better. And I made it about myself. So I was like making fun of myself, like really, really self-deprecated myself. Like,
yeah, you took the wind out of their sails.
yeah, but they enjoyed it because they were like, "Fuck, it's better than how I would have delivered it." It's all about timing, and sometimes I'd hurt myself.
Thanks. I never did any physical humor. I
Tell
just like
Theo
word humor.
more about comedy and how to do it.
So what you want to do, right? So you might not know anything about this.
But I'll look at it.
It's pretty wild.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is. I don't know that we've actually, like, you know, people have these videos and you go like, oh, like you think it's something and you're like, oh, this isn't really what you're saying it is, but this is genuine. Oh, this is that guy is just like swimming, and it's this one is censored though. Don't play that. No one wants to see that shit.
What?
Yeah, get the real deal.
There's
man.
worse than that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know why they're gonna. It's so silly because you're not actually seeing blood and guts. So for them to put like a,
And why was he doing it?
he was swimming off the coast. He's in Egypt, so I think he's on vacation.
I don't vacation anywhere where the Bible happened, really, because so much shit happened there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's
Wow, can you imagine that?
I know, like the absolute horror of that.
And the father just kept recording?
I think it's someone else. I think somebody else is recording. I
guess you'd want to see him at your last time seeing him. I don't know how you'd be. I don't have any children.
No, I think you're. Yeah, he's just swimming there. And I don't think people know what's going on at first. Yeah,
that must have been right when it hit him, huh? Because
the tiger shark. Yeah, look, his legs were up in the air. I don't know if you looked. If you see that, take it back a few seconds. Look right here where he gets pulled under, and then his legs go straight up.
What would you do? You think?
Well, that's the thing. That the most horrifying part of this is you realize that this guy knows what's happening, and it's just absolute panic. Like he just knows, like it's people's like worst. I'm getting attacked by a shark. I'm getting eaten by a shark.
Yeah, you're
right
like,
now.
how does this happen?
I mean, you're just in your adrenaline is shooting through the roof. You're freaking out, panicking, as you should. Everyone's reaction is panicking. I mean, You know, that's funny. Like people go like, "We know what you should do in this situation," and you're like, "Oh, what should I do in this situation?" They're like, well, their eyes tend to go. So if you can hit them directly on the nose, and you're like, fantastic. I will. I'll keep that in mind. No, it's like it is such a horrific thing, and I didn't realize that his dad was there and his girlfriend. I just got a link to it from Nadav. He was like, "You want to see something hilarious?" And he sent me that link.
That's not how I said it.
I was like, all right.
Nadav seems like he would send that to someone.
He's a sick person.
Yeah, I don't know if he's definitely... I don't know if he's sick. He seems hard to insure. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
But that's scary, man.
Yeah.
God, that makes me so scared.
Oh, it's terrifying.
I went snorkeling last week, and that even got too
Seriously?
harrowing. Yeah.
Where were you doing it?
I was in Hawaii, and I went snorkeling.
Oh, that's a place where shit goes down for sure.
It was.
Where it must have been beautiful though.
It was beautiful, but it got so scary, and there weren't even any fish. And I'm like, oh, if the fish are gone, I'm fucked. You know, like it was so scary. I was in Maui, and I was just, and then I start swimming back, and I start noticing that I'm not doing super great out there, and you can see like some of the lifeguards are like in a little group, and that usually means you're not doing good.
Yeah,
and then. Thankfully, I got close enough back in, man, but it was pretty scary for a little bit. I was like, I don't know how much longer I can keep swimming over there because I got real scared.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing more humbling than the ocean. Truly. I don't think there's anything more.
100%.
You know, you can feel yourself in a lot of situations, and if you want to be brought down to the level, just spend some time in the ocean because you learn real quick. I mean, I've snorkeled before. I got caught in a riptide in Florida like a year ago where I was letting it, they tell you to let it take you, right? If you don't want to fight it, you kind of want to drift out of it. And I was doing that, and I guess I wasn't doing it enough. And every time I would try to fight it, it wins. You never beat it, you know, like it's too strong. It just pulls you back. And I kept going further out. And then I would swim again. And then what happens is you're swimming against it, so you are exhausting yourself. You're starting to fatigue. And then I get my feet on the ground, and you're digging through it like you're really grinding through it, and then you feel it again. It pushes you back, and this is like repeating and repeating. So you are really depleting yourself of energy. And at one point, I see the lifeguard, and he's sitting in his tower, and then I see him get down. And I see him walk, and he's walking closer, and I realize he's watching me.
Oh, yeah.
And as I'm doing this, I get my feet on the ground, and I keep pushing, and I finally make some ground. And there's this moment where he goes like this, like thumbs up, you good? And I take my hand, and I'm about to go come out here.
Yeah.
That's how scared I feel. And then I just I get my footing, and I
think I got to try a little bit better. I think that's definitely one thing that's intimidating about black guys is there's definitely a thing that it seemed like they have. Yeah. They're going to be better at sex, you know. So then you got to feel like, what can I do now?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
that just come with it, man. You know,
But that's probably got to be a lot of pressure, though. Yeah. Are there black guys that are not good at sex?
It's got to be, bro. You know, there's girls out there that talk about dudes that got fucking huge cocks that can't do shit with it. You know what I'm saying? They're just fucking loading it up in there.
Just feeding it in there.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, and they're hurting them. You know, so it depends on how you use it. That's why I'm a big motion in the ocean guy. Yeah, I'm big on that. Yeah, I like to preach that.
You like Magellan out there, huh?
Yeah.
You're this hard to starboard. You fucking move the sails. Dog, you out there, dog.
So they already know what I'm coming with when I start preaching that bullshit.
The second you put on that captain's hat, they know, bro. They're like, put on the hat. You're like, all right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Nah, but at the end of the day, bro, being black is a great thing, man. And that's what I wanted to come on to this podcast and talk about.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You think I could do it?
Do what? Be black?
Yeah. In the future. Do I have what it takes or not?
Fuck no. But I tell you what, man.
Damn, bro. Come on, bro.
you've done some great things in life, but fuck no. But look, man, you know, you got hope, man. Like I said, motion in the ocean, all that pounding bullshit, cut it out, right? Yeah, just.
Yeah, it's hard for me to relax, man, when I get in there. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, get in there. I always envied about black people is that they have like the best origin story. Like they have the fucking, you know what I'm talking about? Like they have the fucking you get a fucking reason.
Made it from the bottom.
Yeah, like you get a fucking, when you wake up, you have a reason in you.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always was like real envious of.
You always wanted that, like coming from the mud, coming out the gutter.
Yeah, because I was in the fucking gutter, but I didn't.
But ain't
have...
nobody respect you because they like, no, come on,
right,
yeah,
you're the wrong color in the gutter.
Yeah. Even though you could be, but it's like, dog, nah, fuck out of there.
Yeah, because I always really, I think that's why. I mean, I think it's, I don't know. It's like when I used to like be in like a little like. I used to hang with the black guys and be in like a little gang. It was like a shitty gang, but
no way. What was the name of y'all gang? I was in the gang too.
It was just called. It was the same as like NFL. It was called
NFL.
And
I know that N stood for niggas.
I don't know.
You sure? You were in it.
I'd have to look back and see.
No, I was in a gang.
Because it was like
but our shit was petty though. Our shit was
petty too.
It was some bullshit. Like for real. Like
we had bicycles.
Yeah, man. We was in some shit called Cash and Ass.
Yeah.
CNA.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So CNA.
I think now you're the president.
Hey man, I'm telling you, bro. It was a real thing, Cash and Ass. But like we would go places and like throw it up and be like CNA.
Damn.
It was a real thing. But we was pussy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I remember we had you remember the relay for life shit?
Yeah.
In middle school, they make us go around the track and everybody got to go outside and go around the track and walk relay for life. So on MySpace at the time, everybody got online and was like, we gonna fuck CNA up. And we was like, we gonna fuck whatever the other gang was up and we can't wait to see y'all. We went to the track and walked around the bitch and parallel, we just kept walking in the gang. We never... We were pussy as fuck. Neither one of the gangs never. So imagine walking like thugs through the whole shit. We keep looking at each other from across the track. We just like this, like, we gonna fuck their ass up. We never ran into each other. Everybody went inside. Everybody got relayed for fucking life shirts on.
Damn,
we're pussy as fuck. The whole school was pussy as fuck. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We were gonna fight out here. Like, what the hell are we